vision, training with my trainer like twice a day, 5 times a week.
Ooh, girl.
Today, we're breaking down a story so big, even the Avengers might not be able to fix it. Marvel Studios is in the spotlight, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The Marvels has underperformed, and now there's a storm brewing over at Marvel. We're talking major changes, unexpected cancellations, and a whole lot of confusion. What's happening to our beloved MCU? Is this a temporary setback or a sign of bigger problems? Let's find out. So, let's talk numbers and reactions. The Marvels didn't exactly hit it out of the park. When you look at the box office, it's clear the movie didn't pull in the crowds like Avengers, Endgame, or even Spider-Man: Far From Home. Critics weren't throwing high scores either. It's a stark contrast to the usual Marvel fanfare. Usually, MCU films are like a magnet at the box office, but this time, things didn't go as planned. It's not just about less popcorn being sold, it's a sign that maybe, just maybe, the Marvel formula needs a fresh twist. Now, this underperformance isn't just a small blip for Marvel. It's like a domino effect. Think about it, when a big movie like The Marvels doesn't do well, the bosses at Marvel Studios start rethinking their plans. We're hearing about other movies and shows getting a second look. It's not just about tweaking a scene or two, we're talking major overhauls. Decisions like these aren't made lightly. There are big meetings, lots of discussions, and probably a few heated debates. They're looking at everything: storylines, characters, what the fans want, and what's not working. It's a big deal because these changes can shape what the MCU looks like for years to come. Alright, let's get into the Kang situation. Kang the Conqueror was set to be the next big bad in the MCU, kind of stepping into Thanos' shoes. He's this time-traveling villain, super complex, super interesting. But now, Marvel's pumping the brakes on him. Why? Well, it seems they're rethinking how this villain fits into the bigger picture. Fans are mixed about this. Some are disappointed, they were hyped for Kang. Others think it might be good to explore new directions. It's a big shift, and it's definitely going to shape how the MCU stories unfold from here. Now, onto the multiverse. This was Marvel's big, bold idea of different universes, endless possibilities. It sounded cool, right? But it's turning out to be a bit of a headache. Why the second thoughts? It's making things complicated, maybe too complicated for casual fans to keep up, and that's a problem. You want your audience excited, not confused. The impact? It's messing with the flow of the MCU. Fans used to be on the edge of their seats, but now, some are just scratching their heads. Now, let's talk about what's on the chopping block. Captain America 4 is getting a major redo. Yeah, you heard that right. After some not-so-great test screenings, they're going back to the drawing board. And it's not just Cap, other projects are getting a hard look too. Some might not even see the light of day. This is big. It's shaking up the whole MCU lineup. Fans and industry folks are buzzing. Some are worried, wondering what's next. Others are excited, thinking this could be a fresh start. Either way, it's clear Marvel's not afraid to make bold moves. So, what's next for the MCU? It's like we're at a crossroads. There's talk of new directions, maybe even new heroes stepping into the spotlight. Could we see lesser-known characters getting their big break? It's possible. And storylines? They might be going in a whole new direction. This could be exactly what the MCU needs to keep things fresh. Sure, it's a bit of a gamble, but it's also exciting. Fans are curious, waiting to see what Marvel got up its sleeve. Will these changes be a hit or a miss? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be interesting. So, there you have it. What's your take on the future of Marvel? Let us know in the comments.